It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play, 2nd down coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Back at the 44-yard line.
Set, 5-8, 5-8.
Check 55 to Mike. 6 man.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill. Easy.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
We're good, we're good. 5-4, ready.
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. C.J. Prosise, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons. Ezekiel Elliott gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott fights him off. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Lets it fly deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Keith Kirkwood started to work his way into the rotation midway through his rookie season. Undrafted out of Temple, had his first catch against the Cincinnati Bengals, and really came on in the late season. A couple of touchdowns in the regular season, and one more for good measure.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, Prescott again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it'll be third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Prescott to throw it. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the level, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Brees. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to exit.
On second down, here's Brees. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little thread.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's checking. Crash.
Kill.
From the 35 on second down, Brees under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Malik Collins able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
You ready? Check. 55. Kill. 0-2.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, here's Agnew. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Anzalone. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Running with Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Breeze. Being chased. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Cowboys take over. Let's go. At their own 40-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What do you...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. And Cook has it, left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready.
Breeze now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Breeze again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Where they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Prescott now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Kamara. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is Cook with the grab. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Breeze now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. We got 21.
Play action. Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point? And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. 50%, he's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way down to the 5. 11 yards there, first down. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. Prescott now, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
53.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Breeze now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
21. Go.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Well, last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill.
And the blitz does come. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Check.
40-yard line.
Pilot, 64, reach.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good block?
But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? To throw is Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Crunch time, defense.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 80 weapons.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We go 21.
54, Mike.
Breeze is looking to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The busy night continues for Kamara. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, kill! Wait a second.
Mike 5-4.
Here we go. Wait a second.
They run it again with Kamara. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponent.